In the world of winter fashion accessories, there's a slew of options that you can choose for headwear. From beanies to scarves to ear mittens and trapper hats, none of them are having the moment like the balaclava is right now. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the rise of the balaclava, where you can buy your own personal balaclavas and make your own if you're into that, as well as I'm going to be styling my very own balaclava to give you an idea of how I kind of go into styling this accessory. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Drew. What it do? The light is beaming down on our brother right now, making me feel all majestic. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Let's get into it. So I think that there are three major influences that have influenced the rise of the balaclava. The first one, in my opinion, has to be TikTok. Most of us interact with each other in a digital context, and for me as a creator who lives in a non kind of fashion forward environment, the majority of the social media that I consume influences my buying habits, my outfits, and my looks on a day-to-day more so than the environment in which I currently live in, which is Colorado. And without a doubt, TikTok has been a major fuel to the fire of the rise of the balaclava. Interestingly enough, I would say the majority of kind of stylistic balaclavas that I've seen, whether it be on TikTok or whether, I don't know why I said that like that, whether it be on TikTok or just other platforms, mainly comes from women's wear and comes from women styling really unique, knitted, beautiful, just different balaclavas. Essentially, it's a trend that I feel like a lot more women are participating in than men, especially when I go and scroll on TikTok. And to this I said, come on fellas, balaclavas are kind of fire if you ask me subjectively, and I think that they amplify an outfit to the nth degree. Let's talk about it. Now, I think that there is an obvious implication or caveat to why maybe more women are wearing balaclavas than men. I think that when you put on a balaclava as a man, you may be seen as more intimidating or more threatening, where a woman who wears a balaclava maybe just doesn't have that same level of threat as they're walking through their daily life in society, where men may be perceived as a threat in one way or another, depending on how tall, their skin color, their weight. All these things play a factor and role, maybe why you see less men wearing it and more women wearing it. Or it could be the result of the kind of specialized theme that a lot of these balaclavas on TikToks have. Like I said, they're oftentimes, bright colored, or they have a lot of colors in their color palette, and they just have a more kind of just feel that's women's wear than men's wear right now. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. I personally don't think it's a problem for anyone to wear a balaclava, man, woman, whatever you may be. There's no issue at all. It's just something I'm noticing that a lot of times on TikTok particularly, the trend is really ramping up for women's wear more so than men's wear. But we'll see what happens. If you're a dude or if you're a lady that would for whatever reason not wear a balaclava, comment down below your reasoning behind not wearing it. Major influence number one, TikTok. I think another reason why the balaclava has seen a rise in popularity has to be the advent of the global pandemic. Covering your face with the hopes of keeping out foreign particles from entering into your immune system has been a priority for all of us in the last 2 years. I think it would be remiss of me to not mention that face coverings have been a part of our lives, and maybe a part of our lives even longer moving forward. And as a result, I think a lot of people within fashion and outside of fashion who just want to express themselves without having to wear kind of the mundane run-of-the-mill mask. And in my estimation, balaclavas are probably the best looking face covering that you can have in your wardrobe, that also probably helps prevent you from catching coronavirus, you know what I'm saying? Plus, they also keep you warm in the wintertime if you live in a climate that gets cold during the winter season. The last major influence that is akin to face coverings such as balaclavas has to be the rap or pop cultural influence that seems to be at place right now in 2021, 2022. From Kanye's Donda Masquerade, I thought that was pretty clever. I like that in the script. To Cardi and several other rappers and influencers and media members and pop culture figures wearing masks, these people are essentially tastemakers. A lot of people watch them, follow what they do, or interested in what they do, and if they're doing a particular thing, I think a lot of other people will also follow suit. And as a result, they've been wearing more face coverings. They've kind of always worn face coverings, but I think even more so now with the advent of the pandemic and just how style evolves and changes and goes through these different periods. A lot of different entertainers, rappers, artists are wearing face coverings, maybe not even necessarily balaclavas, but they're more just like unique face coverings or just masks. but they are closer to balaclavas than they are to just your typical, what are these kind of masks? What are these kind of masks even called? This mask. Doing some research, I feel like Jaden Grundy did a fantastic job explaining Kanye's at least mask Donda experience moment in connection with Margiela, and how Mason Margiela used masks in runway shows, and the type of masks were used in runway shows, and how Kanye kind of built off of that, and how, you know, masks are just becoming something that people are using as a way to one, express a level of style, but like I said, to protect themselves as well and stay warm and all these other functionalities. And I would go a step further and say that balaclavas, face coverings, ski masks, if you want to call them that, have been around in rap culture and street culture for a good amount of time. But I think now in 2020, 2021, 2022, there's just a new context on them right now, where a lot of people are also indulging in them and buying them, and maybe they're still looking to their favorite rapper and saying, I want to be like them, or I want to look like them, or I want to, you know, try to capture some of that energy. But I think a lot of people are also looking at some of these other things, whether it be on TikTok or whether it be just the fact that there's a pandemic going on, like, and they're also buying into this face covering and making it a little bit different than maybe the street rap culture kind of motif had it as, and making it a new and more stylistic fashion way. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that take. Before 2020, I would say that the majority of balaclavas or ski masks worn were either worn for skiing, they were worn by people who you thought would probably, you know, do a crime, or they were worn by like a rapper or a celebrity of some sort, an icon, a fashion icon, or just an icon in some capacity. If you think that take is wrong, or if you have more history or just more understanding of kind of the general movement of the balaclava through the course of history, comment that down below, enrich the community. I'm curious to know. I don't mind being wrong as long as I get to learn something new in the process. In summary, the major influences of why the balaclava has seen a rise, and I would say the last year and a half, is because TikTok, aka the pulse of youth and internet culture, the pandemic, aka arguably the most impactful global event of our lifetime, and lastly, rap culture or media street culture, aka probably the most or one of the most globally influential subcultures of pop culture and media in the world. Now, there are two ways that I feel like you can acquire a balaclava on your own if you stayed to this point in the video, and maybe you want to get yourself a little balaclava, you feel me? Balaclava boys, balaclava girls, you feel me? The first option, and probably the most time-consuming option, is to knit one for yourself. Hand knitted or personalized knitted balaclavas are probably some of my favorite that I'm seeing from the community right now, where people personalize it, they add their own type of knits to it, their own colors, their own steez to it, their own design to it. And that to me is a really cool option for those who have the patience and or have the skill set to knit their own balaclava. Now, I am not the type of YouTuber that can teach you something like that, but there are tons of YouTubers who are creating content and guides and ways in which you can knit your very own balaclava. I have them on the screen right now, and I'll be sure to link those YouTube channels down in the description and link the particular videos that I feel like are the best at explaining how to knit your very own balaclava. And you never know, I might try to make one for myself and see how difficult it actually is, because some of the ones that I've seen personalized, like hand knitted, like I said, they're just unbelievably fire. And if you have no prior knitting or sewing skills, this could be your moment. Like 2022 has just started. This could be your new habit. Like you could become a balaclava baller. Like you could become a balaclava. You could become a balaclava knit master in 2022. That could be, you know, what sets you apart from the rest in 2022. I don't know what I'm saying. I made a video a few weeks ago talking about balaclavas, but I felt like it was insufficient because of the thumbnail and just the way I presented the video. And I want to talk to you guys about a couple places where you can actually buy a balaclava that I think are comparable to kind of knitting your own, having that personalization. And these balaclavas that I'm going to recommend are, one, beautifully done, and they're made with pretty quality materials. Now in the last video I had mentioned these Verilloop balaclavas, and I'm not as much a big a fan of these. I just want to point out that I'm not as big as a fan of them after getting them in hand. I think the design is really cool, but it being made of 100% acrylic and just how it's very unbreathable, and it makes it difficult to put on, and it makes it difficult to just breathe in, and period. Like, I don't know, I don't recommend it. It does keep you really warm, but acrylic is just not the nicest material to be, you know, literally pressed up against your face for hours upon hours. So the Verilloop ones, while they are cool, I think there are some other suggestions that I'm about to tell you guys right now that are better. I had to rectify that from my last video. So if you watched the other video, this moment was for that. As of right now, I would have to say that Etsy is my undeniable favorite place to go balaclava shopping, or just kind of browse around and look at all the dope balaclava options that are available. For the most part on Etsy, you're dealing with small business owners. You're dealing with kind of, dare I say, you know, mom and pop shops, if you even want to call them that. The internet's mom and pop shop. That's what Etsy is about. So, but anyways, you're dealing with very small operations, and most of the times these are also hand knit. So it's like they're being hand knit. They're being done with care and love, and there's a ton of options. My favorite option is I Knit Handmade, I believe it's called. Right, I Knit Handmade, and that's where I actually acquired this green balaclava, which is it's a chef's kiss. I love this balaclava. It's green, it's beautiful, it's hand knit, it's beautiful, man. I Knit Handmade is my favorite so far. I just ordered 2 more from them because I was immediately impressed, and I was so impressed by this green balaclava that, like, I was like, okay, I gotta have at least one for the girl, and then, you know, another one for me, you know what I'm saying? So these are really special in my opinion. There are so many options on Etsy. Just look up balaclava, look up knitted balaclava, look up colorful balaclava, look up balaclava with, you know, bunny ears. There's a ton of options that you can kind of dive into to fit whatever your personal taste is, and that's what I love about Etsy. There's a ton of options. Most of them are made out of wool, which is better than the acrylic of the Verilloop, and they're cheaper than the Verilloop ones, which is like, come on, Verilloop, what are we doing out here? Also, this should be obvious for a lot of people, but I think it's something to consider that if you have big hair, like a lot of hair, balaclavas are just gonna be just not the most fun time for you. You have to have hair that, you know, whether it's short like mine, or, you know, it has to be done in a way that allows for you to actually pull the balaclava down and fit. Because even with my short hair, I have a struggle with putting the balaclava on at times, but once it's on, it's comfortable, it's nice. It's just something I thought I'd mention. It's very obvious, obviously, but, like, you know, hair is something that, you know, we all have, or maybe some of us don't have. But if you don't have hair, then balaclava is definitely for you. The last balaclava I own is from the brand Common Sweden, a really dope brand that I've been following for the last couple of weeks, and I'm in love with this balaclava. Probably the highest quality balaclava that I own of the 3 that I do own, just because the wool on this Common Sweden one is just very, like, refined. It feels like ultra soft. This balaclava doesn't cover the face, it just covers kind of the sides and the neck, but keeps you warm all the same. You still have to wear, like, a mask if you are forced to wear a mask wherever you live, you know what I mean? But it's a elite balaclava, I would say. For the price point, it better be, because it's the most expensive balaclava that I own, and I think the quality materials and just the way it looks, the cut of it, just the way it feels, I think it reflects that price point and that quality as well. And this is about how far I've come with finding interesting balaclavas. We have the Verilloop one, which I don't know if I recommend that one as much. We have the I Knit Handmade Etsy ones, and just other Etsy ones in general, which I definitely recommend. And then we have the Common Sweden balaclava, which is, like, people, you know, are calling it some other things on TikTok, but it's a really great balaclava that has great quality, and I absolutely love it. Now, as I promised, I'm going to style this balaclava. I'm going to use the I Knit Handmade green balaclava to style it, and this is the way I would do it. So I would start with the balaclava, obviously. Then we have these sunglasses. These are just some Ray-Bans that my lovely girl got me. Next, we have accessories, which are bracelets. So this is a Clocks and Colors geisha bracelet. And then the hoodie is the base layer. I made this hoodie. The puffer jacket is from Woodwood. It is the Vitus puffer jacket, and it is oh so cozy. Next, just a nice simple pair of straight leg pants. We have the Ore NYC boots, and voila, that's a fit. That's a fit. Some people might think I dress too simple, but I dress for myself, and I love the way I style this balaclava. There's infinite ways to style these things. You can, you know, mix and match colors. If you have a colorful one, you can go crazy with the color palette of your fit. To me, this is what I would go with, and this is what I have been going with on those colder days. Today it's a little bit warmer, so I got a little toasty as I was putting the fit on, but you know, for those colder days, those snowy days, clutch. Now I want to ask you, would you ever wear or purchase a balaclava? Did this video help you if you were in the market for a balaclava? Let me know down in the comment section. And as always, I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity in 2022. So that means I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity to you wherever you are in the world. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Abianto. Peace. Yo, what is good post vid? That's probably way too loud in the microphone right now, but I'm so excited, man. What's good post vid? How y'all feeling today? Y'all good? You know how we get down. Here's a fist bump for the one time bop. Y'all want another one? Where is it? Bop! You feel me? I appreciate you guys so much for all the love on the channel right now. Shout out to you guys for killing the giveaway. You guys have been commenting. I appreciate it. Shout out to everyone just, you know, putting good energy out there, man, because the world just needs more good feeling energy, needs more goodness, needs more peace, love, and positivity. I'm telling you, there's crisis every day all across the world. So we need more love and empathy and take caredness for each other. Take caredness. Is that even a word? Take caredness. So by the time you're watching this video, I am actually currently in NYC working on a very special project for this YouTube channel, trying to bring you guys the best possible content for, you know, your day-to-day, for your life. And that's my goal of this channel, is to bring the best I can possibly bring. So I went to NYC, I'm doing something special, and I can't wait to show you guys what it is, because it's going to be really cool. Also, please continue to leave recommendations for different restaurants, shops, or just places in New York and outside of New York, just wherever you live, because I'm going to be doing more and more kind of work outside of the state of Colorado, outside of the United States. So please, no matter where you live, if you live in Poland, if you live in Finland, if you live in Canada, if you live in Mexico, if you live in, you know, Paris, if you live in London, wherever you live, comment down below a shop that, you know, feel like needs to get more credit, and your boy Drew What It Do could give it justice by, you know, coming out and filming and doing what I do, man. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Balaclava is just something that I'm very into right now for whatever reason. I feel like they're very cool. It's perfect for the climate of Colorado. It gets very cold, and it's just a nice headwear accessory that's, you know, not your typical headwear accessory. So let's move on to this week's giveaway winner. I'm having a fun time doing this giveaway. If you want to enter into next week's giveaway, which is the final giveaway, and the final giveaway is a cash prize essentially of $200. I'll give you $200 to spend on sneakers or whatever you want to spend on. Honestly, you can spend it on whatever. You can spend it on groceries if you'd like, but it's $200 directly from me to you. All you have to do is comment hashtag PVV. Comment it one time. If you comment it more than one time, it doesn't help your chances. I just put one entry in per person. So comment hashtag PVV to maybe be the next week giveaway winner, which is the greatest giveaway prize winner. This week, all you're gonna win, which is not bad, all you're gonna win is free Edward Joyner and some Druther socks. Let me know. Not let me know, but comment hashtag PVV down in the comment section. Let's get to the giveaway winner. All right, finally got all the entries in. This time it was 375. Let's see who's gonna win this week's giveaway. The suspense, man. Who is it gonna be? Daniel Lugo. I've actually seen this PVV several times throughout the videos that I've made. Congratulations to you, Daniel. Hit me up on Instagram for your prize. You won this week's giveaway. Congratulations. If you want to win next week's giveaway, which will be $200 to spend on whatever you would like, comment hashtag PVV on this video. Only comment one hashtag PVV. I see all y'all commenting more than one. Unnecessary. I'm only gonna put one entry in. Thank you guys so much for the support. This is my way of giving back. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys when I see you guys in the next video. Peace.